You know, this gets to the whole point, right, about putting scientific rigor on all of this. Let's go now out front to Robert Powell, Executive Board Member for the Scientific Coalition for Unidentified Aerospace Phenomena Studies, UAPs, as the scientists call them. So, Robert, look, this is a much-anticipated government report, and it took a lot to get them to do this. So they're saying there's no evidence that the aerial phenomena that Navy pilots have talked about seeing are alien spacecraft, but yet they admit they have no explanation as to what they actually are. So then I don't know how they don't know what they aren't, but they're saying they don't know what they are. What's your reaction to that?
Well, it's very difficult to believe what they've said, and here's why. They've said one thing, and that is that these are not U.S. craft. So that leaves China, Russia, and basically some unknown intelligence. But the next step after that is it Russian or Chinese?
Yep.
And what was in that New York Times article that was so interesting is that they said there were 120 incidents over the last 20 years. Well, we know of one in 2004, a couple in 2015, and one or two in 2019. Where are these 100-plus incidents? That means the government has a huge amount of data. And over 20 years, with that many incidents, we haven't figured out if it was the Chinese or the Russians. We have the most sophisticated radar. We have spy satellites all over the planet. We would know where these objects originated and where they headed to. If they came from China or Russia, by now, we should be able to have figured it out. If we haven't, that's concerning.
Extremely concerning, especially given, as you point out, this is over quite a long period of time. So that would indicate a level of technological advancement that is extremely disturbing that we wouldn't even know or be able to identify. So, you know, we talk about these Navy pilots, Robert. They spoke out to 60 Minutes about what they call a white tic-tac object that they saw off the coast of San Diego. Here's how they described this particular encounter.
The tic-tac still pointing north-south. It goes and just turns abruptly and starts mirroring me. So as I'm coming down, it starts coming up.
So it's mimicking your moves.
Yeah, it was aware we were there. So I go like this, and it's climbing still. And when it gets right in front of me, it just disappears.
Disappears?
Disappears. Like gone.
So, Robert, okay, what do you think these objects actually are? And what do we need to do to find out? Because I would hope everyone could agree that it's not okay to say, well, we don't think it's aliens, but we have no idea what it is. Like that's not acceptable as a conclusion.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Erin. We can't say we just don't know and just hope that whatever this is resolves itself. The organization I represent, we did a 270-page paper on that specific event that involved Commander Fravor. And we took not only his statement, but the statements of Commander Slate and the other two pilots that were involved. And using their statements, if you believe them, that this object disappeared in 1 to 2 seconds, then you basically have accelerations that are hundreds to thousands of Gs, which is at least 100 years more advanced than anything we've got on the drawing board today.
It's an incredible and thought-provoking way to leave this. Obviously, so many more questions to answer. Robert, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.